27 players remain, and it has been an up and down ride. Final table of the 1100. We're chip leading with back in Las Vegas at Resorts World, the third year that PokerStars has put on the NAPT right here in Vegas at Resorts World. Last year we ran deep in the main, and we're back to play again. Starting off with the $1,100 PS Open Main Event. We've cashed every one of these this year, all the way over in Europe, but now we're bringing it back to our home turf, the States. Nice to be back in Vegas. The first time I've been here since this summer, where this vlog all started. So let's fire it back up here in the good old US of A. First break of the PokerStars Open Main Event. We've gone from 30K starting to 38K. Chipping up nicely. We have a wonderful table. Everybody's super nice and friendly and fairly soft. A lot of like limping and overfolding, and we're just kind of playing a lot of hands and scooping a lot of small pots. We did make a full house against trips to get a pretty big chunk as well. So love the vibe here, love the room, open lighting. There's a big balcony outside. I'll show you that in a second, where it doesn't feel stuffy at all. It's big, open, bright. Feels, to have a PokerStars event in America. It's fantastic. Best of both worlds. All right, well, not an ideal start. We're 2.5 hours in level 3, and we're about to fire our third bullet. The first bullet, we went for a triple barrel bluff against a capped range, and the guy called us down with top pair. We're under the gun razor. We flopped some backdoors. We turned backdoor equity, and then we bricked. Went for overbet jam, and he called us down with the top pair. So lost that one. Don't hate the line. And then next one, we got 33,000 in at the 400 big blind. So over 80 bigs in with pocket aces against pocket kings. Nice hand. Yeah. And the guy flopped a king and turned quads. So yeah, ousted us there. We would have had probably a chip lead stack if we would have won that aces versus kings, the dream spot that turned into a nightmare. So instead, we're walking right back to the buy-in desk. Bullet 3, I guess. Bullet 3 magic. Second break of the day, third bullet. We're at 18,000 from our 30K starting. It's just one of those days where everything you do is wrong. Even though I'm making the right decision over and over and over, it is always the wrong one. Very loose player in the cutoff opened. I 3-bet ace-10 off to 4K, and then he jammed like 20-something thousand. And I folded, and he showed a deuce, so good for him. That sort of thing, where it's like, yeah, it's the right call and it's the right move, and at the wrong time. So we're just gonna keep doing the right thing over and over and over again, and hopefully it works out. Great tournament. I'm going to fire as many times as I have to, although I hope I don't have to fire infinite. Third bullet today. Let's hope it's the last one. Busted bullet 3. One of the days where just nothing is going right. I had a couple big hands to eliminate us from this one. Guy opens from under the gun. I call on the button with queen 9 of spades. Flop is jack 3 deuce with the jack of spades. He checks. I go ahead and check behind. Turn is a 9, offsuit 9. So I think we have the best hand when he checks to us again. We go for some value and bet 2/3 pot. He calls, and then the river is an offsuit 8, and he leads for about half pot. We go ahead and call, and he has queen 10 offsuit. Drills the open ender. Thankfully, we don't lose as much as we could have there. And then next one, well, I guess the hand that we busted on was we have 16 big blinds. Middle position opens. We call with king jack of hearts in the big blind. Flop is king 10-3 with a flush draw. I check. He bets 1K. So 2.5 bigs. I go ahead and shove my 50-600 into the middle. He snap calls with king queen offsuit. So cooler, we both flop top pair when I have 16 bigs, and we can't improve and we bust once again. Oh, between those two hands, we had pocket aces. We're like, all right, this is the time. We're going to get them back. We open pocket aces in the cutoff. Only the big blind calls. We flop top set. Goes check, check. We bet small, and he snap folds. So that kind of day. We're going to go ahead and jump back in. Still at the 500 big blind level with 30K starting, so we got 60 bigs. Bullet number 4. Dear God.
Oh my God.
All right, we had enough of that morning flight. 4 bullets, all bad. We instead took our talents to the evening flight. 30-minute levels. Speed run the thing. The man, the myth, the legend, Nicky Palmer in the house. You want to say hi to the people?
Subscribers. I'm gonna retweet that tweet you put up. We're gonna get the followers. The people want to follow bad people over here that don't know how to play cards. They want to follow the good guys.
The
like,
legends.
What's going on?
We you do it right. You do it right. You put the work in.
Yeah, and it comes. That's it.
And it comes.
It doesn't come by accident. I'll tell you that much. That's it.
When's the last day you did not play poker?
I don't know. I play a lot of poker.
What's the last day? Do you even know?
I'm trying to stockpile a lot of money so I can relax when I want to relax. You know.
Okay. Yeah. Any birds around?
I'm in a bird, but no birds. Nah, man, my right hand. That's all for now.
Oh God. But, okay. See you, Nicky Pete. All right, we got. We're in the evening flight, 30-minute levels. Quick, and there's not a lot of people in it, so we don't really have a good chance of bagging a big stack, but we have a good chance of getting through. 4 levels down out of the 10 that we're playing today, and we have about 60,000. So started with 30, up to 60, better than we did in any of our full bullets in the morning flight. So hope to speed run this thing. We'll be out of here by midnight, and then if not, we'll come back and try again tomorrow. But we're really hoping to have the day off. Last break of the night, we are an hour and a half from bagging, and we have about 55, 60,000, 2x starting stack. We knew playing the evening flight that options for chipping up were going to be fairly limited and probably not going to bag a big stack, but a good chance of bagging 3 more levels, 30 minutes apiece. Yeah, we're having fun. If we bag, great. We are on to day 2. If not, we'll come back and play the 60-minute flights again tomorrow. Got a few more levels to play tonight. Hopefully we can chip up during these bigger levels at the end of the night. Either way, let's find a bag. We've been battling with Gary all day long, this guy. He's on my left, and we had a nice back and forth, You wanted to jam on me on the last game?
Last hand, I offered him, look, jam, let's go. And he said no. I was ready for it.
I worked too hard for these chips. But Gary, you fought hard today, and I appreciate you, brother. All right, we're back Wednesday. We'll see you then. We'll see you at the final table. How about that?
That was awesome, man.
All right, good night, good night. Off. We bagged last night, so we had today off. We have all the chips, 177,000 coming back to the 1,500 big blind. At the end of the night, we bagged the chip lead. We had all the chips at the table, and everyone else. So we had like 120K at the 1,200 big blind level. Everyone else had like 30K, and they were just trying to find a bag. So we were playing 5-handed, and I was just running everybody over. I was treating it like a money bubble. It was a beautiful spot, and I picked up a bunch of chips at the end of the night. One big hand that got us up to where we were, playing the 1,200 big blind level. We opened 9-6 of spades on the button to 2,500. The small blind and the big blind called. Flop came a beautiful 9-9-7 with 2 hearts. We flopped trips, checks to us. We bet 2,800. The big blind check raises us to 8,200. Not a whole lot of reason to raise once he puts in this bet. We're going to let his bluffs keep barreling. He's representing trips, which is what we have. If he does have trips, then we're behind most of his 9Xs. And if he doesn't have trips, we want to let him just barrel off into us. We're playing in position. We can decide how big the pot is. So we call. The turn is a queen of clubs. Doesn't really change anything at all. And he fires. This time he fires smaller, 6,000. Now we could go either way, but we really don't want to raise and make him fold all of his bluffs. He's got too many chips to call with just a naked flush draw. He's got an open-ender or something, or a flush draw. We want him to keep barreling. So we call the 6K. He's got about 20K behind. River is an offsuit deuce, like a deuce of spades. And he pretty quickly moves all in. We didn't take this passive line to fold. We call with our trips, and he had 6 deuce of hearts. We had seen him play pretty aggressively with flush draws from the big blind when the board favors him. We just happened to have the goods, and we picked up a bunch of chips there, and then we never looked back. So chip lead coming back tomorrow. For now, we had to grab a haircut, get some food, enjoy the beautiful sunny afternoon. Vegas in November is fantastic. 75, 80 degrees and sunny. So, all right, we got the haircut. Now let's go get some food, huh? I miss Vegas. All right, we might have the toughest table draw in the entire room because Max Late Regging are both Ryan Wolfson, very good player, and Frederick Norman, a very good player, who he also just won the tournament last night here. So 5 of us at the table are who I would consider crushers. So yeah, might be fun. Very tough table for an 1100, especially this early in the day. All right, we'll see what the day brings. Should be some fun, entertaining, creative, strategic poker. Let's go. All right, first break of the day. We've had not great runouts. Ace King versus Ace Queen, we lost. Ace Queen versus Ace 9, we lost. Pocket 10s versus Pocket 8s, we lost. Thankfully, those were all against pretty short stacks. Somehow we still have more chips than we started the day with. We have 177,500. We just got into an interesting spot with Nick Papillo on our left. He's kind of mad at me right now after I beat him in a blind versus blind spot. But tell you the hand, I'm 150K deep. He's 160K deep. I open Ace King off on the button to 5K at the 2K big blind level. And then he snapped 3 bets from the small blind to 20K. So awkward depth. We're obviously very deep. 75 big blinds effective. I decided to 4-bet. I think if it's Ace King suited, I can just flat on the button, but 4-betting the Ace King off to 50K, and he tanks for a long time before he just folds. So we were already decided we were going to call it off if he did rip it, but thankfully we didn't come to that. Didn't have to win a flip or whatever. And we got 177 going into level 3 of the day. All right, dinner break, 4 levels left to play. We are in the money. Played a couple big pots there. Got 445K coming back to the 6K big blind, so well above average. I guess one interesting one is Michael Rosito. Very good player we've been battling with all day. Opened from under the gun +1 to 6K at the 3K big blind level. We called with Ace Queen of clubs in the hijack, playing 7-handed, folds around. Flop is Queen 9 6 2 diamonds. He checks. We bet 13K, and he calls. River is an offsuit 8, so like an 8 of hearts, and he checks. We check behind. Little deception. We're also 2 huge stacks. Gonna pot control a little bit, go for value on the river, turn this into a 2-street hand. The river is deuce of diamonds. So the front door flush comes in, but he didn't continue with a C-bet like I imagine he would often with a lot of his flush draws. So he checks. We go for some thin value on the river with top pair, top kicker, bet 22K. And like all good players do, he punishes us with a check raise. I say all good players. When you bet for thin value on the river and you're capped after checking back the turn, really good players are going to put you in a rough spot, but still got to go for value. And he bets 102,000. Think about it for a while. I do call, and he has 7-7 with a 7 of diamonds. So turned his 7s into a bluff, put me to the test, and we held there. He did get me back later when he rivered a flush and went for the 1.5x river bet, and I called with 2 pair. So yeah, we've been trading blows. Right now, we are heading on a 60-minute dinner break. About 92 players left, well into the money. Looking to make another deep run in this thing. We come all the way around the world from Europe to America just to get away from guys like John Kite.
Let's go.
and then he shows up anyway.
And then we're still in it together.
I know, 99 left. It's just like we're back in Barcelona or wherever.
Yeah, exactly.
You got a big stack?
Of course.
You always have a big stack.
Yeah, so do you, right?
I do. I gave some back to Rosito, but that's what you do when it's Rosito, you know.
How much you have?
445. How about you?
So I'm always a bit ahead.
What do you have?
500.
I was bluffing. I have 600.
No
I'm
way.
just kidding.
No way.
You knew I didn't have it. That's why you asked the question.
No, I didn't.
Good luck. All right. Last break of the night, and my table is unhinged. Every inappropriate topic you can imagine has been discussed. They're talking politics. They're talking war. They're talking whorehouses. You name it. We're staying out of it, but we're trying to keep our head above water. We're at 450K, coming back to the 10K big blind. 2 levels left to play tonight, and then we'll bag up for day 3 tomorrow. We got about 67 people left. We've locked up like $3,200. Trying to end strong here. Still above average chips, but not a lot to report in the hands wise. Kind of coasting right now. Once again. Back in the hotel room, we bagged the chip lead. Day 2, chip leader, end of day. Coming back to day 3 tomorrow. We have like almost 1.7 million. Coming back to 15,000 big blind. So over 100 bigs. Big spot. Oh my God. We bottomed out at around 300K, which was 30 bigs at the time. And then we just went on a meteoric tear. First of all, cutoff opened. Jaffee 3-bet the button. And then I jammed 30 bigs with king queen off in the big blind. Got 2 folds. That got me back up to 400K. And then we kept chipping up a little bit. And then our massive hand, Jaffee opened from middle position. I 3-bet the cutoff with ace-5 suited. Folds back around to him and he calls. Flop is 7-6 deuce with 2 spades. I have ace-5 of spades. He checks. I bet 40K. He check raises to 140. And we feel like gambling. Plus, he doesn't have to have a super strong hand. He could be check raising with like 8s or 9s to deny. He could have a flush draw himself. But anyway, we're going to see 5 cards. I rip it. He calls with bottom set. He's got deuces. So not good news, but we got lots of outs. Turns a 4, so we have a flush draw and a straight draw. River's a 3, and we cooler the hell out of Jaffee. Very next hand, I open ace-king. Jaffee shoves for like his last 220. I call with ace-king. He has ace-queen. We make the nut flush, and we hold. Jaffee's out. Day 2 chip leader gone. And then a few hands later, we open pocket jacks. Guy shoves 27 bigs. We call with pocket jacks. He has ace-king. We flop an overpair and a flush draw, and we hold. Just like that, we're up to like 1.5, 1.6, and then we close the night shortly after. So from 300 to 1.7 million in no time. Chip lead coming back tomorrow. Oh, feel good about this one. Best spot we've been in a long time. Let's get some good rest. We're going to take a bath, actually. Relax, loosen up these muscles, and then hopefully get a good night's sleep tonight. Back at Resorts World for day 3 of the PS Open Main Event. We're chip leader with 43 left. Big spot. We're excited. Mentality. When you come in with a chip lead, sometimes you can expect to feel a little bit of pressure, like you're supposed to perform well, you're supposed to run deep. One hand at a time. We don't deserve anything. We're not owed anything. Early on, when I had a big stack going into a big day like this, I felt like a little bit of pressure to stay on top of the counts and kind of force things. Not the case anymore. Anything can change really quickly. Just have to accept the current situation and not compare to where we were or what could have been, whatever. We're definitely not going to win every hand today. We're going to go up, we're going to go down, but we're just going to do our best every single hand, accept what happens. feel like we're going to play our best poker and execute as well as possible and realize that's all we can control. So we've set ourselves up in a good spot. We are prepared for stuff like this. We ran deep in this particular tournament multiple times this year, and we're ready to do it again. So 43 players left, 168K or so up top. Probably going to play 2 winner today. That's what's on the schedule, but if so, it's going to be a long day. Still pretty deep, 60-minute levels, 43 players left. We're ready to go, though. Fun. We got 3 players at our table today in the redraw that we spent all day yesterday with, too. Michael Rosito is still here. Tan is still here. And Tristan Wade is still here. So they know me very well. I know them very well. A lot of that meta is going to carry over from yesterday. Hopefully we can navigate that well and get into their heads better than they get into mine. But either way, let's let the cards fall where they are, where they will. Ugh.
What?
Yeah, just grateful to be in this spot, as we have been so many times. Really hope this is the one to close it out. We're going to do our very best to make that happen. Let's go. Take it to the promised land. First break in somewhere around second place on the leaderboard because John Kite's just got absolute piles over there on a different table. I think we're sitting at 2.2 million coming back to the 25K big blind. 27 players remain, and it has been an up and down ride. We definitely obviously have chipped up and are looking great, but it's mostly because the final hand before break, we won a massive flip against Michael Rosito to bust him. We opened pocket tens with a 10 of diamonds from under the gun for 40K. He 3-bet us to 110K from +2, and then folds back around to us. We go ahead and rip it in for 550,000. So sub 30 big blinds, 4-bet shove. He calls it off with ace king off with the ace of diamonds. Big flip, over 1 million chips in the pot, and flop is 3 diamonds, 3 low diamonds, like 8-5 deuce of diamonds. So it's still a flip after the flop. You can hit any ace, any king, or any of the 8 remaining diamonds. Thankfully, bricks out, and we scoop a huge one. So big pots, winning flips when it matters most. Let's fucking go. Let's keep it going. Down to the final 2 tables, second break of the day. 14 people left, and we are one of them. We've got like 2.3 million coming back to the 40K big blind level, so 60 bigs or so. Good spot, above average, 14 left. Really good players comprise those 14. At our table now, we've got Dan CPL. We got Toby Lewis. So field's getting tougher, blinds are going up, pay jumps are getting big, but we're hanging in there. We just made a big fold. I wish we didn't make the fold, but we made a big fold. Under the gun raised off of a stack of 700,000. He made it 50K. The hijack, fairly tight player on our right, made it 150K, and he's got 1.3 million. We look down at Jack in the cutoff. We haven't seen this guy 3-bet much. We definitely haven't seen him use this sizing. And we find Jack. We just decide to fold. Against an under-the-gun raise and a hijack 3-better from a light player, we just fold our jacks. Gets back around to Madsen under the gun. He jams his 700K and gets snapped off. We're looking at ace, king, and queens. So we got out of there without losing a single chip with jacks. But unfortunately, Jack came on the flop, of course, and we would have won it all. We'd have had over 5 million chips. And what could have been. But still made the right play. Can't be upset. We're obviously happy. And yet, here we are. So now we got 14 players left. We're about to hop back in there. Try to take some chips off these crushers. Finish this thing strong. Let's go. All right, we're at the final table. Final table of the 1100. We're chip leading with basically 6 million chips. Coming back to the 60K big blind level. So we got 100 bigs and 9 people remaining. Table full of crushers. John Kite on our right, Daniel CPL on our left, and a bunch of other guys I'll show you. But we got all the chips. Pay jumps are real. We've got 14K locked up, 150 something K up top. We're trying to win it all. We had a big spot. We actually got a video of a huge hand where under the gun opened. This was back, I don't remember the blind level anymore, but we'll show you the video. Under the gun opened. I 3-bet pocket aces to 210K. Oh yeah, now I remember. 40K big blind level. He opened 80K. I 3-bet to 210K. Folds around to the button who flats the 210K. Back around to the opener who jams 2.2 million. 2.2 million chips, and I'm looking down at pocket aces. I, of course, go all in, and I'm barely covered. I've got about 2 million. The button gets out of the way, and under the gun has pocket queens. We flop top set, and the rest is history. That catapulted us into the chip lead where we have been ever since. Final table, we've run really well to get to this spot. Let's keep the run good going. We're not going to get too crazy here. We're still super deep. The average is going to be like almost 45, 50 big blinds at this final table, and there's no super short stacks. So kind of got to, we'll widen our range a little bit, but we do have to kind of play straightforward poker at a full 9-headed table. As it gets shorter handed and short stacks emerge, we'll be able to adapt on the fly. Right now, getting comfortable, feeling everybody out. Let's try to take this one down, huh? For the vlog, we got a railbird.
I'm the only person on the entire rail, and it's for you.
I think he's got a gopher behind, sitting back there.
Okay, we got 2 people.
She's not really paying attention though.
I'm locked in. I'm locked in every step of the way. Should just be another 5 hours or so.
I mean, I'll take the over. Oh,
hopefully.
You've been giving me golf claps with my raise and take it.
Yep.
I did win a hand there. I had 10-7 of diamonds in the big blind. You see that one?
I saw that. I clapped like 9 times.
I made it straight.
That was a real round of applause.
Yeah. I can't bear. It was a bad run out to get paid on the river.
Right. That's okay. Better than him having King 10 or something.
This guy, Toby, over here, just doubling up with King 10 against Jack.
Toby plays a poker tournament once every 4 months or so in final time.
We thought we had him out there. Thought we had a paid jump. We just put him with King 10 against Jack, and then Toby just found a king on the turn.
If it was the other way, you would have won that too.
Feels like sometimes the people who care the least run the best.
Yeah.
Is that fair? You're like, yeah, whatever happens.
So how much do you care?
I care a lot.
Shit.
But at the same time, we're loosey goosey, baby. No, actually, it's one of those things where I feel like I'm very much not overthinking anything.
Good.
We're just in the zone.
The way to handle it.
Yeah, just in the zone. As soon as the hand's over, we forget about it.
Start thinking about your big ball.
Yeah, I'm in there. Final table rolls on. Really tough to give updates while the final table's happening. Obviously, high pressure and want to be on the whole time. So I'm not going to step away and give updates, but we're chip leading with 5 people left in this thing. Toby had taken the chip lead from us for a while. We had been chip leader for a long time. He ran really good while we were card dead, and he had taken the chip lead via a couple of well-timed suck outs on his part. But we got the chip lead back. Just a bit ago, somebody open shoved about 10 big blinds, and we woke up with pocket queens in the big. He had ace 5 off, and we held. So that brought us back up into the chip lead. It's been a tough final table. These guys are good. For an 1100, these guys are good. 5 people left, 41K locked up. Matt Hansen is hanging out because he's a dedicated friend / employee. We got chips.
So you had chip lead yesterday, Terrace, right?
Yeah, still got it.
Sweet.
We're working on it.
The ginger beer guy, he said he left.
Oh yeah, I love you. Yeah.
Chris,
Oh nice. Yeah, he's a good friend.
Good luck, man.
Cheers, thank you. So yeah, 5 people left. Tough final table. What's there to say? Playing 6-handed, somebody raises under the gun. We look down at Queen Jack of Spades in the big blind. Lots of ICM pressure right now. Multiple short stacks. Me and him both had similar stacks. We just go ahead and call. Flop comes 10, 9, 3 with 2 spades. So we flop with 1 spade. Flop an open ender with a backdoor flush draw. I check. He continues for 1/3 pot. I don't think we have to check raise. We're obviously not folding, but with the spade on board, we have a lot of playability on a lot of turns. So we go ahead and just call. Turn is an interesting card. It is a 9 of spades. So we turn an open-ended straight flush draw. Still only have jack high or queen high. But when the second card pairs, it's much better for the big blind, and we get to lead on this card a lot. So with our massive draw, we're going to go ahead and lead, hopefully take you down, and if not, hopefully get there. We lead for 500K and or 525, and he calls. So now we're looking for help, and the help comes via 5 of spades river. We make a flush. Go ahead and bet 1.2 million. He goes well into the tank. Pretty sure we have the best hand. He ends up making the fold. So take that one down via river and flush. So overall going pretty well. Haven't had a lot of dings to the stack. We tried to 3-bet bluff a couple of times. It didn't get through, but for the most part, our big moves, our big hands are working out. 41K locked up. 4 players between us and the title. Well, you got guys like these hanging on your rail. It's almost midnight. What are you guys doing here?
For you, the champ. What he said.
Help. I can tell you meant that one. But no, actually, you've been here for like 5 hours.
5 hours is a little.
We're gonna round up.
A little exaggeration. Yeah.
It feels like 5 hours to me. It's been a long day.
Yeah, I'm sure for you.
All right, Ryan Winter, retired professional poker player.
Now I'm recreational. No, he's back.
Recreation. Yeah, that's what I said. Retired professional. Poker
Retired
player.
professional. Now I play recreation. He's back.
What about sports? Are you still betting sports?
Sometimes. I just it's whatever
Sports
happens
cards?
happens. You know.
Sports cards?
Not sports cards.
Beanie Babies?
Not Beanie Babies. Maybe someday. Hey, if there's a market.
All right, let's get back in there. All right, stepping outside. We are heads up for the title. Heads up for the title. But it has been a rough heads up match. We came in with a 2-1 chip lead, and now he has us slightly covered. A little frustrating, but that's the way heads up goes. Sometimes your opponent goes on a streak, has it every time, call him down, call him down. I just made a straight against his bigger straight. He flopped it, by the way. He had top 2 against my bottom 2 one hand, which was great. We've made our fair share of pots too, but he's definitely card distribution on his side, and he has evened things out. But we're still confident. We're still deep, like 35 big blind average. We have just over 13 million coming back to the 400K or 300K big blind level. A few more hands there. Would love to finish this thing off. I would love to finish this thing off. I have battled for so long. This field was so hard. This one means a lot. Try not to get ahead of myself, but just keep playing our game. Hope the cards fall our way. Hope we win it all in when it comes time. And let's take this thing down. Either way, very happy, grateful for the experience. This is a fantastic tournament, fantastic experience. Battled for so long. Let's just come out on top, huh? First place. Play our best. That's what we can control. Let's go. Last night, I cashed the poker tournament for $99,000 and some change. Second place, so close to the trophy. It's been 12 hours or so since it was over. Had some time to process the thoughts, and ultimately they're all positive. Obviously, I wanted to win. Obviously, the trophy was like this close, and I could taste it. I came in with a 2-1 chip lead in a heads-up play, and it didn't work out. He ran like God and played really well. He flopped the nut flush. He flopped the nut straight. His 2-pair versus my 2-pair. He turned and rivered trips against one of my triple barrel bluffs. Just everything went wrong in heads-up play. We couldn't close it out. ultimately extremely happy with how I played. This was one of the toughest 1K fields I've played in maybe ever. Final table was just stacked. The last 3 tables, some of the toughest competition I've ever played, and I thought I performed really, really well. Obviously, I got lucky in multiple spots and, got coolered a couple guys to build my stack, but that's what you have to do to win poker tournaments, so I won't apologize or feel bad about that. But I am very proud with what I left on the table. Didn't close it out. I turned down a heads-up deal that would have put another 20K in my pocket, bet on myself, and unfortunately it didn't work out. But all good, all happy. I'm probably not going to get into too many hand breakdowns right now, although I've thought about multiple of them. They're all in the Poker News Live reporting too, so go in and look at all the hands that I played at the final table and heads up if you're really interested. And maybe I'll break them down at a future date. But right now, just checked into Resorts World after staying over at Caesars for a week. We're here for the weekend. We might play a couple more side events. We might just take the W and enjoy the weekend. There's a trivia night tonight. There's a meetup game with Faraz Jaka. We're going to relish this moment and appreciate that these deep runs don't come very often and celebrate with some friends. So thank you all for the sweat, for the love. Please like and subscribe. We're really trying to build this channel and keep it going, not just for the rest of this year, but into 2026, and make it an authentic vision into a professional tournament poker player who travels the world playing these things, trying for runs just like I had last night. So thank you all. As always, have a great night.